read what I wrote down to you guys, because that might help you out as well when you have a really rough day. So yeah, yesterday was very, very rough, guys. And yeah, I had a lot of journaling to do, a lot of thinking to do, all that kind of stuff. So charts are all set up. I got to turn my music on. That's why it's so quiet on my side. I don't think you guys can hear my music though on your side. There we go. That's better. Okay. So we had huge move here at like 8:30 across the board on like everything. And yeah, it's good for our session, I guess, because it gives us a point of interest here, which would be this level here of well, actually where that green line is, right? Is going to be some sort of support, but we can't have that on the chart just yet because we have to wait for 15 minutes for the Nasdaq. But US 30, you'll see, is like the same thing. So a point of interest would be right here. So if price comes down and stops there, and goes sideways a bit, we could actually get in a long position there, and we could use that as a trade setup. But yeah, when I set the charts up, it was going sideways, and then I noticed at 8:30 it just broke out and went crazy here. So we'll put this like this. This is the US 30, and yeah, so I'll talk about this once more here today, and then that's the last time I'm ever going to talk about it, guys. So basically, if you watched the VIP live yesterday, it was completely bonkers. Basically, what had happened was on Friday, my Tradeify accounts, which were all funded accounts, oh, it just broke it. Uh, I got locked out of them, and then they sent me a message saying, "Oh, we need to talk to you." And I was like, "Okay, all right." I thought it was about like, you know, affiliate or something like that, or whatever type thing. And I was like, "Oh, jeez, I hope nothing's too wrong." And then basically, um, heard back from them on Monday, and they said you have to re-verify your accounts. And I was like, "Oh, okay, that's not that bad. I'll just get them verified again." So I got them verified. Did mine and then my wife's. And when I got back into them, they're all test phases. So yeah, it was pretty difficult thing. It kind of feels like I've never been fired from a job before, but that's kind of what it feels like. Is like you put in all this work and then boom, it's gone. So yeah, so basically, not starting over again because I do have all these tests. Like this is a 50K one right here. I did one trade on, so $14. So, anyways, that's where my balance is starting today. Is 50,014. And yeah, yesterday, guys, my mind's like I'm gonna read my notes that I put them into my phone so I could just find them fast. But here we'll go to the 1 minute. And sorry you guys are hearing this, and we talked about it yesterday. I just think it's really important. Um, because it's like you're like when you're trading, you're the one that's making all the decisions. You're the one that's taking the profits or taking the loss and stuff. So this is what I feel the mistakes I made yesterday was I was actually looking at three charts. So if you watch the start of the live, I'm like, hey, we're gonna look at gold today as well. So I think that's an issue is that it's just too much to look at the same time. Like most traders look at one asset and they trade one asset per session type thing. I'm always looking at two, which I can handle trading two things, not at the same time. I try not to do that, but I'll monitor two assets at the same time, like Nasdaq and US 30, right? Yesterday I was trying to do three, which was gold. And so I've wrote in my journal, I don't think I should do that. I think that's just too much to take on. Okay, so this is down here. So this is actually our bottom, which is the VWAP, which is pretty good. And then also I said my mindset was way off because of the whole I call it the Tradeify disaster. So my mindset was off about that. And then I went straight to trading the 150K account, which my lot size was way off because of the market conditions. Like if you listen to the start of the live, I'm over here and I'm saying, oh, it's not going to be that good today, probably low volume. And I went in trading my max lot size that I would trade on 150K account, which is like 18 lots in the Nasdaq, right? Which is a lot. So Um, yeah, just a lot of mistakes and stuff like that yesterday, which turned out to be, I pretty much almost blew that account yesterday, right? Like I've got, I think, 2,000 more drawdown in it before it's gone, which is not that bad. That's like half of the drawdown. And then today, this is what I wrote down today was that I had a bad sleep last night, which is kind of expected. And my mindset today is weak, which is normal. So I put a note beside it saying it's normal for my mindset to be weak. And then I also wrote this in my notes for today was today I'm going to trade on this 50K account here. So as you guys know, everything's a test phase now for me, basically, again, right? So I'm going to trade on this 50K account here. And I'm going to drop my lot size to like, uh, well, this is 8, which is not right. So I'm going to drop my lot size in US 30 to 5. Don't copy me. My lot size in the NASDAQ is, I think that's fine, is probably 3, right? So that's what I'm going to trade on today because of this. As I was saying yesterday, we have no red folder news. Red folder news is at 2 p.m. today, which is even, I shouldn't say worse, but it means that probably the market's going to be slow because everyone's going to be waiting for liquidity at 2 p.m. So there's going to be a lot of people, like even retail traders, they're like, I'm not trading till after 2 p.m. today. So I have to keep that in mind. And then also I've wrote in my notes that only monitor 2 charts at a time. Don't go and try and be oh shit. There's my account number. Anyways, it's a test phase. I don't think it matters. Um, don't be try to be a hero and get gold trades as well, right? If you want to look at gold, we'll look at it after the session. So, anyways, I wanted to go over this with you guys so you know like kind of what I've written down in my journal, and then when if you ever have a bad day like I did, you can kind of think the same is I need to journal. I can't just like forget about today as if it never happened or whatever kind of thing like that. You need to journal about it and then you'll remember, right? And then I'm going into today's session with like a clear head, clear understanding. I need to drop my lot size, all that kind of stuff, right? Okay, so this guy here, this is our opening range for US 30, which is massive. Okay, it basically took out that huge move that happened. I think it was 8:30 this morning for no reason. I've looked into it. AI doesn't even know why the entire market pumped at 8:30. Maybe there is news out now because that was a while ago that I checked. But yeah, it took all that out. It looks like, which is pretty cool. And I think that we could take a long position here. Okay, so that's probably what I'm going to do. Anyways, thought I'd go on that little rant and stuff there for you guys before we get started here. And the MYM chart, guys, this is the VWAP right here. So we're actually under the VWAP. So I'm not going to enter a long. Okay. So you can see here, we trade on MYM chart. I chart on US 30 chart. So the US 30 chart is actually way more bullish than the MYM chart because the MYM chart, you're under the VWAP. So it's actually respecting this chart over this one. So this is a big reason why looking at 2 charts is good. Charting on one and then trading on the other is because that VWAP is super super important. So that VWAP is right here on the MYM chart. So that tells me not to take that long position until we actually have a body open above the VWAP, and then boom, it'll probably go all the way up, probably to around this area here. There's probably a fair value gap. Yeah, there is one right here and here. All through here basically is a fair value gap. So let's go and we'll go back to the US 30. We'll take this candle here and we'll put a line across that candle there, body open above here. That's safe for a long position. So that would be our first trade setup there. Okay. But yeah, guys, really take into mind what I've said there is the importance of journaling. And because sometimes like you'll trade a session, you'll have a bad session, you have a loss or blown account or whatever kind of thing. And then you don't want to think about it. And you'll be like, oh, I just don't want to remember it kind of thing. And the best thing you can do is remember it. Write down the mistakes you made, all that kind of stuff. So that's basically what I did all last night. And then I had a bad sleep last night because I was thinking about it and all that. So yeah, today that's all I wrote in my journal was I didn't have a good sleep. Um, and I got to drop my lot size basically for today and not just jump right back in 150K account if the start of the session I'm saying like, oh, the market could be horrible today, right? Okay, so lots of ranging here. I would think we're going to get the long position in US 30. I would think that, but who knows lately, right? We have all this down here, so we have to keep that in mind. And you could get an early entry with a tight stop loss if you buy at the bottom of this range here. So basically buy on the VWAP if it comes back down there, and then just have your stop loss like really tight if it goes against you. So that's a trade setup as well, right? But I'm gonna wait for this here and see if it presents itself a body open and hope that it doesn't just wick all the way up here and then come back down and open. That wouldn't be nice. But yeah, we could get our early entry here, and then the only risk is it actually body open below the VWAP, and it takes out this as a liquidity sweep, and it actually continues going down. So that's a trade setup there that you could take, and maybe I'll take it. Oh shit, I'm not even logged into my account on the other screen. Okay, let me log into my account over here. Okay. Okay. And I'm going to get in there. Okay. This, I wouldn't consider it super high risk. Uh, there was low volume in the market. I bought, and it bought actually above where price was. So that kind of tells me not too many people are trading today. Okay. So I'm in 30 bucks a profit, guys. 70 bucks, 60 bucks. I'll just take that. So I sold again back up here. Okay. Just, today's a day I just want to build my confidence back up. I want to prove to myself, listen, I am a good trader. Yesterday, I was just way off my mindset. And, I grew up on a horse farm, right? My mom had a horse farm. We're not rich to say that, but she just loved horses. So she had a horse farm. And she taught horseback riding and stuff. And that was one of the things she'd always say to her students was that you fall off, you have to just get back on. You have to get back on the horse, or the horse understands you're afraid of it, right? So trading in a way is the same thing. Is you just have to get back on, drop your lot size, or even paper trade kind of thing like that. And that's actually what I recommend you do if you actually fail a test phase is don't rush out there and be like, "Oh, I got to buy a new one. I got to buy a new one." Go out there, get yourself a paper trading account. It's free. Trade on that until your confidence are back, right? And I think that's the way to go with this stuff. And today I'm just focused. I got a 50K account. I'm on just really small lot size, in and out. If I take 50 bucks a trade, I take 50 bucks a trade. I do my 3 trades. I move over to a paper trading account, right? I think that works out best. So you're not over trading. And then you can just think about, hey, if you want to trade more in your firm account, you're going to trade another session with 3 trades, right? Also, oh, you made 24. Nice. Also, I'm going to say this is that London session, guys, especially this year, 2026, that's what you want to trade. So if you live on that side of the world where it's like you have that time to trade, okay, this trade's going to present itself here pretty soon. 4 a.m. EST, that's when I would be trading if I could. Okay. The London opens at 3, but that hour after, there's really nice volume that comes in the market. It trends. It's like, uh, all honesty, guys, everyone that's passing their test phases really, really easy, they're trading London session. Okay. So if you can trade London, if you have the time to do it, I'd recommend you give it a shot. Okay. So waiting for our entry model. Uh, Body open above here with the understanding this could be a liquidity sweep of all this, but the odds are it's going to want to go for fair value gaps up here. We are now above the VWAP on MYM. Okay, see that? Okay, but our Hintakeyashi candles is what we follow. Okay, I think the session's going pretty good today. I feel I feel a lot better today than yesterday. It's kind of hard. It's kind of like being a teenager and getting dumped by a girl. Poof, everything's gone. Okay, so so the only thing that could go wrong with this is that this is a liquidity sweep of these highs here, meaning they're coming up here to grab liquidity to move price down. That's our entry candle. I'm gonna take it. I think it is a good trade. There you go. We're in profit once again. Maybe I squeeze what I can take from it, 50 bucks, whatever. Our target is way up here. Sorry, I should have put the target on the chart. Give me a second. It's like that. Oh my god. Yeah, a little bit lower. Boom. Right about there. And that sucks. It's back down to our entry. I wasn't quick enough with that. But this is looking good. And we should move up here. It's really this next candle that's going to tell us if it's going to keep on going up or not. It has to open like these ones, like bullish. Yeah, that's good. That's what we want to see. Okay, so 60 bucks, 57 bucks, 60 bucks. I'll take that. Okay, so another 60 bucks in my pocket. Well, not my pocket, in my test account. This is the target that we're aiming for. Take profit when you want. Like today, guys, I'm just getting the confidence back. So $50, $60 for me on 5 lots in US 30. That's good for me. You know, it's kind of a 1 minute move if it's bullish. But yeah, overall price should come up here. This is the open, so it could even take out liquidity from here and then probably range again, just because there's not too many people trading today. I don't think. Feels like it. That first trade that I entered, it entered the trade a little bit further away from where I clicked. So yeah, things are looking good. This is what you want to see. You want to see these flat bottom candles. That's very bullish with the Hintakeyashi candles. Easy to read, guys. This is why we don't use these candles. Like, this is hard to read, right? Okay. Okay. So it's coming back down. It's touching your trend line. So definitely, if you didn't get out, I'm pretty sure most people got out when I said I got out. But if it breaks your trend line, then you'd want to get out. The only thing it can do is come down here, maybe bounce off that and then go back up. Or it could take a reversal on you and come all the way back down and take out liquidity from down here, right? We have this back here. Okay. So it looks like it came down and it's going to go back up. Okay. So this is another thing you can do, and this is what a lot of traders do for their model is they'll actually wait for this move. They'll wait for a reversal and they'll buy down here and then ride it back up. I like our model where it breaks the range, right? Like this is a range. Okay. It breaks it, you get your body open, and then you enter. Okay. So there you go. Now this is showing signs that it wants to turn back down, but it could go sideways here and continue going up. NASDAQ, we have the time to set up our trade here, which looks like it's giving a short. So 42, 30. So this guy. Okay, so NASDAQ, we're looking at a short position in the NASDAQ. Okay, body open below here. Boom, we take it down, probably to the bottom of this Tokyo here. Okay, so I'm going to take that trade and I'm just waiting for the entry model. So, entry model is a body open below this red line. Okay, we're going to put on the standard candles. We're going to go, it's not that great. It's already down here. See, it could hit here and then come right back up and then come down again. But I'm going to take it. I'm going to sell. Okay, so I'm in the NASDAQ. I'm going to take quick profits. Boom, out. Oh my God, it didn't get me out quick enough. Guys, it was at 90 bucks a profit. And it gave me like, I don't know how much that is, probably 20 bucks or something. But I don't know if you guys got that. That was so quick. Anyways, sorry, I forgot to show my balance, but you saw it at the start. It's $50,014. It's 50,128 now. There. Okay. So if you took that trade and you're like, oh my God, that was too fast, just wait. It's probably going to come down here, or you can get out of it right now. It's probably going to take out the bottom of Tokyo there. It just, you saw what happened to me, right? It came down and then all of a sudden I clicked the button and went back up and it actually got me out at just a little bit of profit. But yeah, it said $90 a profit on my screen, which was pretty good. And yeah, I would take that, guys. I wouldn't try and pull any more of that. That's pretty nice. Our entry was around here, so that's pretty good. This guy, he's back down to the VWAP. We have to remember about this over here is this VWAP, so it's under this VWAP. Okay, all this stuff's in the course. Okay, so it seems to be respecting this chart over the US 30 chart. Well, you could say, okay, it's supporting on the VWAP if you want to. Nice. He made $112 off that NASDAQ trade. Yeah, that was a crazy one. It came down so fast. US 30. I think the same thing. If we get a body open above here, we can take a long. It's just now we're looking at this, right? And there is a fair value gap all the way up here. Okay. So I don't really like this trade though. And I've done my 3 trades. So anyways, we did 3 trades, 3 profits. So what do I do now, guys? I got to stick to my risk management rules. I go to a paper trading account. I know that sounds crazy because it's 9:51. That's like 20 minutes of trading, but I have done my 3 trades. And just after yesterday, I really have to stick to just trading properly. There. So I'm going to reset my paper account to 50K. Anyways, this is where it was. If you guys remember after the last session, and then I traded Tokyo as well. So that 150K account was up huge. This is the paper trading account. Anyways, I'm going to reset it to 50K because I think that's better for today. Reset account, 50K. Okay. Okay, so I just reset it to 50K there. So paper trading, why am I paper trading now? Is because I have to follow my risk management rules. And my risk management rules is 3 trades per session. If I look at my trading journal, well, lately it's been trade number 1 gives me a loss. But if I look at my trading journal over, say, years and years and years, it's after the 3rd trade is normally when I have a losing trade. So from that data, this is why you journal. It tells me go to paper trading after 3 trades. You're not the type of person that should be trading more than 3 trades per session. Okay, so this is hit here. I don't know if anyone took that trade because I didn't take it, but I think it's going to take this high out here. And I'm going to take this out, but it could range here. So we'll have to see. You did $70 on this little trade here. Yep, so took out that high. Yeah, we could move all the way up here, but I would get out because it took out the fair value gap and it took out this high. But I don't know if you guys want to risk the biscuit. You can put your trend line and then play it like that. $209 of profit today. You're paper trading now. Yeah, I think it's just smart to do is paper trade until you get really confident in your trading, because paper trading will basically prove to you that like you can do it. But then again, it's kind of like my honest opinion on it is the firm test phases are like so freaking cheap. And it puts the like, as we say, like skin in the game type thing, right? Paper trading, you could honestly just right now, say in the NASDAQ, click buy and be like, oh, it's going to go up. And even though it comes down here, it's not going to blow your account. And then the end of the day, it's up here and you're like, oh, I made money. Which the reality of that, if you're in a funded account or a test phase, like you would blow your account probably, right? So yeah, that's the only issue with paper trading is people don't use the same kind of risk management. Okay, so here we go. It's came up, it's touched that line. So let's wait and see what happens here. Boom, right through it. Kind of. We'll see. And this is its point of interest. If it a body opens above here, it's going to go to here, to the green line. This trend line, I think price is too far away from it, so let's just delete it. Okay. But yeah, the odds are it's either going to come down from here or go to the green line and then come down. NASDAQ, I would not go long in the NASDAQ. You might get lucky and it comes back up to the red line, but look at the 1 hour chart or 4 hour or whatever on the NASDAQ. It's like, what's this remind you of, guys? Yesterday, right? Remember this? We except the open range was like this, massive, and then it just all our session, the whole session basically went sideways at this red line and just was a freaking mess. And then after the session, if you look at the chart after the session, 11 a.m. or something, it actually gave amazing short position. So, and I think I even talked about that in yesterday's session, was that after our session seems to be like when all the nice trading is. Just crazy. So yeah, it's just taking out these lows. So it could continue back up. Okay, this guy took out that high, so we'll see what happens here. If we get a price up here, there's probably a fair value gap right there. So let's look at that. Let's see. Yeah, there's fair value gaps. This one's been taken out. So there's one right up here. There. Yeah, it's always nice when you have a bad day and then you have a good session after. Okay, so it's going there, but it's really bullish. Man, that would have been a crazy one to hold. There's just so much in the way of it. But yeah, it was smooth. Just boom, right up. Really respected the VWAP here. Oh, let's drop back down to the minute chart on this guy. Yeah, surprisingly, yesterday, guys, we only lost 2 members. Um, they're both standard members as well, and that's bound to happen. Like whenever you have a bad day, they watch the live recording or whatever, and then they're like, "Oh, he doesn't know how to trade," and then they quit. Um, so it's expected, and it does happen every time I have a loss, like an actual like day of loss. We lose some members, and the start of every month, of course, we lose members, right? Because some people are like, "Oh no, trading's not for me," type thing. Or what happens a lot that I've seen lately is they quit, they go to a different community, and then they come back to our community. That's happened to me with like 4 people because they message me and they tell me, they're like, "I didn't realize how good this was, like the deal." So that's good. And those guys end up being great members because they were standard and then they upgrade to the VIP. Okay, so it's kind of struggling here. Um, this guy, as I said, I really don't trust it. It looks like yesterday. Like if our red line was down here and then it's just going to go like this the rest of the session, like that's basically what it did yesterday. And then the end of the session it came down. And remember gold yesterday? 12 hours of ranging, and then gold had a nice move down yesterday as well after our session, which was amazing. Some people caught that because I had some people message me and say they caught the gold trade because I talked about it. I thought it was going to be a long, but I set it up like it could be a long or a short. Like this is going to be an amazing trade, and some people got it, which was good because That was a nice trade. Okay, this guy here looking like it's slowing down. It's going to come back down. I don't really think there is a point of interest in it. Probably around this high, maybe. But yeah, if it comes down, it could come all the way back down to the VWAP. It's been liking to do that lately. Is just range. So this is our open range, green line and red line. And I'm trying my best not to look at gold right now. If you guys are looking at the gold chart and you actually see a setup, let me know. But I've wrote that down in my journal is don't look at too many things. And I think for the beginner, new people, I think it's just way too confusing if I'm like bouncing around looking at three different things at the same time. Okay, so this guy here coming down, I'm gonna take this is a high risk trade. So I'm gonna take a short position in US 30. It's high risk. I'm in my paper trading account and it's really slow. It's lagging. I click the button. It's not even in the trade yet. Come on. Nope. I'll click it again. Uh oh, it says order rejected. That's weird. Paper trading account. Okay. Looks like I'm not getting in that trade because we're back at the top of this. But that could be the best yeah, good thing it got rejected. So we'll wait, see what happens here. Uh, maybe I'll do like if it's the paper trading account. So I'm going to do 15 lots in the US 30 and then the NASDAQ. I'll do maybe 10 just to make it fun and exciting for people. Yeah. So what I'd be looking for here is I would think it would give a liquidity sweep of this. It's already taken out this guy. NASDAQ, I don't know if we should even look at it. Really, really slow. Okay, let's put gold over here. See where it is. I put the range on gold for Tokyo. So gold went up to, holy smokes, at that 830. Yeah, 830. So gold pumped as well at 830. And then now we have a clear range here. Okay, so this is a really nice setup. Boom, look at this, guys. There you go. That is nice. I like it when it's like this. It's just easy. This is like Tokyo session. Just ranges and then gives you a trade. Okay, so the only thing we have to watch for is liquidity sweeps. But a lot of times gold doesn't liquidity sweep. It just goes to what I call order blocks. So where price basically bunches up, like here, here, down here. The NASDAQ likes to liquidity sweep. Okay, so it looks like we're getting this trade, this US 30 trade. I'm going to see if it goes back up here and then I'll get into it, which is not the model I teach in the course. The model I teach in the course would be a break of this little wee range here. But like it's everything's been ranging like crazy, right? So that's kind of like I want to change my mindset with the market a bit and sell at the top of ranges and buy at the bottom of ranges. And then I have a tight stop loss because I can see, oh, is it a liquidity sweep? Okay, good. And then it comes back up. Or if the body opens the other side of the range, then maybe I use that as my stop loss. I enter with a smaller lot size, all those things. Because my stop loss would be further away than like the normal break of a trend line trade. Yeah, but I would think we would get a short out of this. The only thing is it might take out this up here. Okay, but anyways, we have two nice trade setups here. So the gold and then this guy here as well. This is just really holding. there. Someone keeps on coming in the room and then leaving. 17 people now. There's been like 16, 17 people on and off pretty much the whole session. Probably at work, eh? Okay. So if we get a body open, basically not really below this green line, but kind of below these wicks here, we can take a short position here. So let's look at a target. Yeah, and you got your target. I would say around here would be a good place to get out of that trade if it gives it to us. Right here. Um, these are all fair value gaps, even through here. So down to the VWAP. So this one, it looks like it's going to give it to us. Maybe the next candle. Just needs to go. It's like holding on. Doesn't want to go. Hopefully it doesn't go sideways too long, because that is boring. This guy's at the top of this range again. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to get in that. I think it's good to go. I think we're going to get a trade here. Come on. Come down and crash for us. Give us a nice crash. Nope. Good thing I'm in a paper trading account. So if we get a body open above this green line here, that's not good. That means it could go up, take out this liquidity up here, and then probably come back down. But it is moving really, really slow. Coming down. It's like pretty much at the entry of that trade. Gold, you could take a high risk short in gold. So same thing. Look at this here. If it breaks above, you get a body open above this green line here, then you get out of the trade. So I think I'm going to do that as well. I'm in the paper trading account. Do 2 trades in here for fun. Oh, no, it's breaking up. Okay, don't take that gold trade. Just wait. This might be a liquidity sweep of this. So we have to wait and see. This guy, to wait and see if we get a body open above here. It could go all the way back up to here or up to there. So just get out of the trade. Gold. If we get a body open above here, we could take a long in gold. So basically, that's that model, right? Hopefully this is not a new range, is from here to here, because that would suck. But lately it's been doing that, like just moving hardly anything, creating a new range, and then you kind of get stuck in a trade, and then you have to make the decision, okay, I'll just get out at break even or whatever, or take a small loss. Okay, so this is an entry. You could take that. It opened basically on the line there. So maybe I'll take that gold trade because it is giving an entry. Oh, order rejected. Okay, I got to drop my lot size because it's the okay. What? No, didn't. Okay, I guess I got to drop even more. My God, it keeps on rejecting this order. What is going on? Oh no, it's in there. What the heck? Oh my God. Now it's in. It kept on saying order. I'm in a paper trading account. It kept on saying order rejected. So I kept on what the heck's going on? So I kept on lowering my lot size, clicking the button to get in this gold trade. I've got 13 lots in gold on a 50K paper trading account. So hopefully this works out for me, or it's going to be pretty damn bad. And That's not good, but we'll put a trend line across there. You can see this thing still looks like it's gonna come down. It's struggling. But yeah, guys, after your third trade, I don't know if you're like me, it just shows signs like just get out and paper trade. Okay, so this is good here. Equal high. It's broken this previous high. This is the gold trade. So that's good. It's up. My paper trading is like 190 profit now. This guy's not really working out that great though. Um, okay. Anyways, I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna hold this one, and then a body open above here. I'll get out of it. So if we get a body open here, I'll get out. Okay, there. So it's if we get a body open above that, I'll get out of this. This is a paper trading account, guys. I'm in the gold trade. I'm still in it. We'll see what happens with it. This trend line now is over here. Okay, so look at that. Oh, that's a bad trend line, but anyways, it's like some I don't know, something like that. This guy's right back down to like the entry. So this paper trading account, oh my god, it goes like $100 profit, $60 a loss. It's all over the place. And that trend line's like off. But anyways, it's something like that, the trend line. So it's still in there. Lucas Luca, is it Luca or Lucas? You're probably gone now. He's got to go to work. Two profitable trades, not much on trading. Yeah, one micro contract. You guys, when you're starting out, that's what you have to do is trade one contract. Um, is the best thing to do to get the hang of like clicking buy and sell. Okay, so I think I'm gonna take profit on this guy because it's like pretty damn good. The US 30 trade also is oh my god, it back down to like where we got in. So we'll see how that works out. But it should I think it should give a short. I just hope this is not the new range. Okay. So this guy got out of this trade, guys. I took whatever, $300 almost of profit on it. Here, I'll just show you the balance. This is a paper trading account. Okay, the US 30 trades in profit. So that's 50,294, whatever. Yeah, this looks like a new range. That sucks. I hope it just wicks down and then I can get out of this trade. Man, this is just I hate it when it does this, eh? Like gives you a nice trade setup, but then creates a range. Okay, this trade here, guys, is showing oh, there, it's back up. I was just gonna say it's showing signs of weakness. I'm still in this stupid US 30 trade. I could have taken profits here, little mini profits, but yeah, it's in a range. So maybe if it comes back up, I'll buy at the top of the range, put my which you don't want to do this. This is adding to a losing trade, which is in the course not to do it, but it's a paper trading account. So sometimes it's good to mess around with that. And then you can actually journal about it and say, hey, when it ranges, if I, you know, sell at the bottom of the range and then it ends up being a range, if I sell at the top of the range, it moves my entry point to the middle of the range. And then maybe you can get it at break even or whatever. If you journal that in a paper trading account, of course, right? If you journal that and say out of 50 trades, it works out for you, I don't know, 80% of the time, then you know when you're actually in a funded account, you can use that as a model um, to maybe get out at break even or whatever. But yeah, in the course, guys, I say never add to a losing trade, right? Like don't average in. We're not swing trading, we're scalp trading. Okay. So this guy, I'm pretty sure everyone's out of that trade because it did have a bit of a scary little candle there, but continued going up. Um, yeah, this just looks weak. It looks like it's in a stage three, right? And it's just ranging. So if it gets up here again, I'm going to add to the trade. Once again, don't do that. Uh, you can document it in your paper trading. Uh, and also when you're scalp trading, guys, like you don't want to just sit in trades like I am with this US 30 trade. I was uh I was just focused on this, and then it went back down to the entry, and I didn't get out, but it was like $30 a profit. There it is again. It's back down to the entry. So boom, I'll just take that. Whatever it was. I think it was break even actually. I forget the oh no, it took like $50 a profit. Okay, here's my balance right now. And it's probably coming down to here. I just didn't like it. It's too much sideways action. So that's pretty good, eh? Decent. The paper trading account, 15 minutes. It's already up like $300. I am trading a big lot size though for a 50K account. I've got 5 lots in the gold trade, which if you guys remember, I clicked the button a bunch of times because it wasn't entering the trade. So it ended up being like whatever it was, 13 or 18 lots or something. Right? That's why it gave me like $400 a profit so fast or whatever, or 300. And then I'm 15 lots in US 30, which is on the high side of things. Like kind of 10 lots is normally what I trade in A plus setups in US 30. And then the NASDAQ, we're kind of not looking at it. Let's see. Yeah, the NASDAQ's back down to, it took out this low here. So it's kind of doing what it did yesterday. It just keeps on taking out previous lows from the session and then moves back up. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. So I think I'd rather look at gold today. Yeah, and look at this thing. Jeez, what a mess that thing is. The US 30. I think we could get another trade in gold here. Gold is overextended, but let's get in a buy in gold on paper trading once again, guys. So we'll see what it does for us. Here, we'll put a trend line on there. Because gold, when it gets going, it kind of likes to move, eh? We'll see. I don't want to be trading this anymore. This is just like craziness. But gold's giving a nice upwards trend. But yeah, it would suck to buy the top of it if it has a big pullback. But it's trying to push up. See, it's not giving any it's giving neutral candles, but they're all like blue, right? So we'll see if it works out here. And maybe it is the top that I've bought in this paper trading account. We'll see. Breaks the trend line. Okay, so it broke the trend line. Let's see. Okay, that body opened there. Uh, yeah, because lately it's just been going sideways a bit, and then it makes another move up. So we'll see if it does that. Yeah, look at this. So it's almost at the entry. The entry is like right here. Hopefully it doesn't go sideways like this. Anyways, I'm in a paper trading account, so I'm kind of not really caring, but I think this is a I think this might turn into a stage 3 guys and go sideways. Kind of feels like it. Like look at all these wicks here. Like I think we're starting to go like this. Like this is a range possibly. So let's see if that plays out. Where it opens. If it opens down here, I'll get out of the trade and I'll lose all the profits I've made in that paper trading account. Well, it's not profits, the numbers. Because it's yeah, it's got $130 of profit in it right now. because this trade's going against us. But I think this is a range. And if this is a range here, it's either going to go down or it's going to break out of this range. Oh, now this guy's going for here. So we'll see if that takes out the liquidity from this. And I think this is off the table for now. Delete that. Yeah, this is definitely some sort of range it's doing. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so I'm getting the heck out of that. I'll just, whatever, it's fine. Get out. Sell. It's not selling. There, it's sold. So look at this. Realized profit minus $1. Oh, you can't see it. It's too small. Anyways, it says 49999 in that account. But yeah, this is a range here. So we'll see what happens with this range, and then we can take a trade from this range. But the session might be over by the time that happens. Maybe glance at the NASDAQ here. Guys, I would not be in a firm account right now trying to trade. Like, the market's not very good right now. You can see everything's starting to go sideways, right? US 30. This is probably a liquidity sweep of this here. So we'll move this line up here. We'll see if it touches there. Yeah, this is definitely a range. Now it's starting to go back up. And I think the NASDAQ's going to go lower. Yeah, it looks like it's getting rejected by the Tokyo low. Yeah, there's no trade here. US 30, it's at that, man, it didn't even take this out. It's kind of weird. That's hilarious. My realized profit in the paper trading account's minus $1. Okay, I think we can get a trade here with the NASDAQ because, as I said, I think the trend's down. So, like a body open here, then you can go short. This is the range, right? If it breaks, see, here's the problem with going long in the NASDAQ is you're really trading against the 15-minute chart, right? But yeah, this is a lower low of this candle here. Yeah. So yeah, I definitely wouldn't trade long on it. But yeah, this could be some sort of support and then it actually has a reversal and goes back up. But yeah, it'd be better to get a short out of this. Um, we still have another like 7 minutes or so in the session today. And US 30, I don't think we should touch that. I think this is a stage 3. Like, I think it will come back down. US 30, like we had our line, I think it was around here somewhere. I think it'll come down, touch that, which is around the VWAP, right? This guy here totally sideways, and here I am looking at 3 charts at the same time, which I told myself I would stop doing. But I'm not in my account, so that's fine. Yeah, this thing's still ranging in that range. So some of you guys might be thinking, why the heck did he sell at the bottom of the range? Like, get out of the trade. You got out of the trade at the worst possible position. Now it'd be at in profit, actually. I got out because it's a paper trading account and I just didn't want to be in this trade. It was going sideways, right? Like, I don't want to sit here for an hour and just watch it go sideways kind of thing. And who knows, maybe the next candle would open there and then boom go down. But yeah, if you're in this, you would play break of a trend line. So you would have got out like way back here. Anyways, it's giving a long position. So I'm gonna this is for fun. I'm in a paper trading account. I'm gonna jump in there and see what happens. Why does it say 300 lots? Oh my god. There we go. Okay. This one here. We'll put like, I don't know, 10 lots maybe. That's fine. In gold. This is a paper trading account, guys. So I'm just kind of, I'm gonna journal this stuff because I don't trade gold. So I gotta learn about it. And so what I've picked up in the last, basically I started trading it with you guys because you guys are like, oh, I like gold, but it goes up, it goes sideways, and then goes up again a lot. When it's bullish, it's not like the NASDAQ and comes back down to levels and then goes up. So we'll see here. Yeah, and this is the range for US 30, there to there. Okay. So I'm going to put a trend line on this. It's in profit. It's in $200 of profit, 250, 300, 310, 310, 300. We'll kind of ride this one. We'll see what it can give us here. What you could do is you just go look to the left before you get into the trade, which is way the heck back here, and you see 1 minute fair value gaps. But it's hard for me to do that when I'm looking at three charts. Okay, $410. That seems good. So I'll take that because that's probably the last trade I can do in the session. So, anyways, you can have a bad trade and then make it all back. And this is trading with the trend. So someone had messaged me yesterday and just asked, "Oh, should we trade with the trend?" You always want to trade with the trend in every session, maybe except for New York session, because New York session is a liquidity sweep of everything basically. Normally with that first candle. Okay, I'm going to talk about it a little bit more, but anyways, you can see there, guys, 50,409. So back from the $1 of loss from the last trade. So I'm going to talk about this because a lot of people that have taken other trading courses or like, you've looked into stuff, you might be like, why the heck did he say New York session might be the only session where you can't trade with the trend? Is because of this. If you go to the 15-minute chart, that opening range candle is insane. It's crazy because the opening range is like 15 minutes for the model that I use with US NASDAQ, right? Which is this chart here we trade on, MNQ. Okay. So if you look at the 15-minute candle here, it's massive. It pretty much takes out, well, this would be the low of this previous range before our session, but a lot of times it'll take out the high of London and Tokyo session in 15 minutes of the open, right? So it'll take that out, take out the low of both sessions, Tokyo and London. A lot of times it does this because the move's so big in it over that 15 minutes. And then it creates a neutral market, right? So you have to, like today, obviously the trend is down, but a lot of times it'll go sideways for the hour that we trade. So a lot of times you're trading against the previous trend, which was up, right? So this session here, the trend ended up being a reversal, right? London was up, New York was down. Okay. So if I was to continue trading up with New York session, like I'd be, my end result would be trading against the trend, right? So it's very, very hard to trade with the trend in New York if you're trading the open market because that open is just such a big, like, range. It takes out everything. But when you're trading London session, normally it's a continuation of Tokyo session, right? Like last night Tokyo went sideways, I think, right? Well, this is our Tokyo range. Yeah, so it pretty much went sideways. And then there's London. So I think this is the London. No, is London 3 a.m. or 2 a.m.? I think it's 3 a.m. I think. Not 100% sure. I don't trade London, but I think it's 3 a.m. as they open. So, anyways, this is a continuation of Asia. Okay, this here is Asia session, right? All through this. And then Asia session, the end of it, it started to move up. London, continuation of that, had a bit of a pullback. This is when kind of New York session starts. Okay, is around here. And then boom, up. New York open, that's the stock market, takes out liquidity from, not the bottom, but almost, right? So it took out liquidity from top and bottom and then made a move down. So yeah, sometimes you can't trade the trend with New York session, and you kind of just have to like really like do what we do, like trade within the range, trade the break of the range, and it makes it really difficult. Okay, so well, that's it, guys. It's 10:30 right now. I think today went pretty good. We did pretty good with our first three trades. They're all profitable. Sadly, I stopped counting the trades, so I'm gonna have to go back and figure out how many trades we did. But I think we did about 7 trades today. The trade before the last one I did, I was minus $1, right? And then I with the last trade, I brought it back to $409 of profit. Well, paper money, right? In the paper account. And I'm gonna try and find, okay, so this is just moving up there. So I don't think I would touch gold anymore. Look at the daily range. It's like totally maxed out. Okay. Uh US 30. US 30 is ranging. Probably US 30 is where you could find a trade. Let's look at the NASDAQ real quick. The NASDAQ, I think, is going to flip bullish and go back up. So this would be a trade for the NASDAQ you could take. Okay. From here, so we'll make this line green. So this is what I'd be looking at if I wanted to trade the NASDAQ. Okay. So you can just think of this as your range. A break below this, it could be a liquidity sweep. But if, if turns out the trend is down, if you look at the higher time frames, it's like, trending down. The trend could change if we get a body open above here. Okay, so that's what I'd be watching for, is a long position right there. I'm not going to take it. We have soccer tonight. I got to drive like 4 hours to get to soccer because it's a game. But that's it for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's session. I think it was like a total like recovery of yesterday's session. If you guys didn't watch yesterday's session, I recommend you watch it because I think it's a good learning experience. Is just to see like what can go wrong if your mindset is not in the game. Like my mindset was so off, guys. I was pissed off. I was like, actually, I think at some points in the live, I said I don't care about this account because it's a test phase. But yeah, when I think about it realistically, that's 220 US dollars. That's like my income goal for the day kind of thing when I'm trading, right? On the low side of things, 200 to 500 a day. So yeah, just my mindset was just completely off. And it I saw it in my trading. When I rewatched that recording yesterday, I was like, oh my God, this is so bad. Kind of thing. But I think today kind of made up for it. So that's it. We'll be back tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. EST. I've got, as I said, soccer tonight, guys. So I can't do any of these like live, um, market analysis trade things in the group tonight because I'll be at the soccer game. And when I'm not at a game, I just kind of go, when we're out of practice, I just go in my car and actually do them from my car, right? Because they have internet there. That's okay. So that's it. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. EST. I think we did about 7 trades today, which is pretty damn good there. So that's it. Lots of thumbs. Thanks, guys. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.